that's done. Typically, there's some sort of algorithm that runs in most platforms right now. I don't know exactly what Twitter did, but there is going to have to be monitoring that happens because we have a terms of service that says you can't do anything illegal.
Right.
You can't use this for anything that's extremely explicit or offensive based on, what would that actually be? Mm-hmm. We're not going to let porn be on it. That's not what it's for.
Right.
So we have the ability to make sure that stuff doesn't go on there, but it's going to be very manual at first. Right. So that's where we're building the back end. That's why, because the app's pretty much ready, but we have to build the back end so that we have a dashboard that we can say, hey, people are reporting this because we have a reporting feature where if you see something and you're like, oh, this shouldn't be on here.
Yeah.
You hit the button, you report it, you give the information, we get a notification. Now, how fast that happens is just a matter of time, but eventually it's probably going to be some sort of program that actually
it'll be like built into it.
It'll be built into the back.
Because I always wondered that. How do apps do that? Right, pull something down, or somebody puts something up that's, say, kind of pornographic, and it's immediately pulled away. Right. I'm thinking, okay, was somebody watching as far as like behind a computer? But that looks bad, or was it something that came up in the program that flagged at me like, hey, this is wrong?
I think it comes from the like another user, right? Like if I was viewing it, and then let's say I clicked that someone was filming in this area, and it's something that is in that category, I immediately flag it. So then it starts the process of the notification and the timing, and then you get whatever the content. Now I don't know if it shows or saves the video that you can verify that what I'm saying is wrong.
So everything's saved in the back end, so we can see everything. And if there's repeat offenders, obviously you gotta deal with your users, and that's part of the terms of service. You click the button. All of us have clicked a box several times, and we've committed to follow service that we have no idea what it is.
You have
no idea.
There's real quick. Have you guys seen the new Black Mirror?
Not yet. My brother was just
There's
talking
an
about
episode on that.
It's the first one.
It is wild.
I gotta check it out.
You gotta watch it, dude.
It's good.
Yeah, it had me. I was gripped the whole time. Like, dude, how many times have I downloaded an app and just said, yeah, sure.
Yes.
Yeah, and it ruined
Every
your life.
one of them.
Oh yeah. It's wild, dude. It's you should watch that one, dude.
It's good.
It's
pretty good.
Yeah, he told me about it, and he's like, dude, you gotta see it. There's AI stuff in it this season. There's Black. That show's nuts.
It's
because it's like almost too real.
Yeah, because it can happen.
Yes,
a lot of it can happen, dude. It's wild.
They're not far off.
No.
Yeah, it is crazy. And this will be a way off topic, but we were talking about ChatGPT earlier. Have you guys followed any of the the people that have done the voiceover dubs? So they're calling family members as like you trapped or some sort of ransom. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, dude. So
so messed up.
So I forgot who sent this to me, but I was like, bullshit.
Yeah.
Whatever. Not bullshit, but like haven't heard it yet.
Yeah.
Seems kind of out there, but I'm like, well, look at Craigslist, how many people bought off on some sort of prince who's stuck in a jail back somewhere that if you send them
I know
200
people that
grand.
sent money over, they sent a wire because they were getting hosed by some.
Yeah. And they're doing it out of the goodness of their hearts, but
Prince in Africa, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyways, but
that guy got around. Yeah.
Got around.
I wonder how much money that person actually did.
There's no way it was one person.
Oh,
well,
dude. Some dude in India,
not.
bro.
Yeah.
Some dude in India.
It was a boiler room of computers that people were just constantly messaging. How many people could you hit? It's like the DNS attacks that are happening right now. Yeah. Taking down Rumble, taking down Daily Wire. They put the What Is Woman on Twitter, and there were DNS attacks that are just taking stuff down.
Yeah.
But that stuff's real.
Yeah. Well, then that's what So looking into it, I saw a couple videos of one was a girl in her early 20s, whatever, and basically was stating that her family contacted her and was like, "Are you okay? Da, 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 da. You just called and you wanted to wire money. What the hell's going on?" She's like, "What?" But the thing is that she said she was in like another state, and she literally just saw her family like within an hour or two. So it just didn't make sense.
Yeah, it's impossible.
Yeah, but so just saying like how far advanced this stuff has gotten to where like because I was thinking like for us, dude, we're fucked. Because how many hours of our voices talking is there already?
It's like 152 episodes. Dude.
Right. So it's just like where they're at. You're thinking like, oh man, crazy.
Well, yeah, you can't get away from it. Everyone's captured from your phone to, it's basically videoing you at all times.
Right.
It's unfortunate that we're kind of in an evil time right now, but you're a great component of it. And that's why I always like talking to you, because you bring a lot of positivity and you're just trying to make the world a better place by, you know, being stoked for each other, by bringing us on, by bringing all your friends on.
Yeah.
And that's a whole goal for us too, is just, you know, create this environment that's a positive environment for everyone, that we're helping each other.
I love it, dude. Yeah.
Can you imagine a world where, you know, everyone's kind to each other and compassionate and we're all surfing together and having a good time? Like,
you mean like heaven?
Exactly.
I was like, that's not happening on this earth, man.
I was like, there will be a world one day.
So, no, I get that, right? I get that, but we can still live that way.
We can still try.
And we can still try and create our community to how we want it to be.
Well, that's a solid point. And I've noticed just with, you know, I've always told you guys, I'm very strategic with social media. Yes. I don't put my private life up. I you know, keep the voices out. But I also put up things that I like to do. I'm surfing, cycling, running, you know, trail running, skydiving, whatever. And then I try to post up, you know, motivational quotes from things that I've read or seen. And it's actually brought a lot more people to me being more open, telling me their struggles and what they're going through and other things. There's a lot more connection that's happened just from putting out positivity, just being cool with people, because everyone's going through something.
Right.
I don't care who you are, whether you are the richest person or you don't have any money or destitute. Everyone's dealing with something in their life, and life is hard. So why make it harder and be a dick? That's why I always want to say, like, don't be a jerk. Don't be a dick. Just be cool with people, meet them where they're at, and create an atmosphere, a community where people want to be around. Because the reality is we're built for community. We're not built to be alone, dude. We need to bounce things off people, at least that you trust. Because I've trusted the wrong people and I've got burned.
Sure.
But we're that's how we're made.
Right.
We're made to be with people. To, you know, the other day, I tried to do this thing like a Brother Check Friday, right? I call friends that I have that are struggling, going through stuff. And for me, I only make it men just to keep it, you know, kosher or whatever. But there was one I hadn't talked to in a while. He's been on this podcast, and I hit him up and say, it was last Saturday. I say, hey, dude, I'm getting off in the morning. You want to go cycle? Didn't hear from him all day. And then I get a text at like 9 o'clock at night. He just says, fuck it, let's go. So he comes over, we cycle, we're doing our thing, and we're just hanging out, and he just opens up. And I had no idea he's been struggling a lot. His kids are autistic. He's been having a tough time. But just by opening up and inviting him in just to go do something and hang out made his day. Yep. He's been kind of like shutting himself off to people, didn't want to do anything. He was just dealing with a lot as a father, as a husband, and then to get out and ride, to get some exercise in, the sun on our face. I bought him coffee. We're just laughing. We opened up and connected with each other. And at the end of the day, he's like, dude, this is what I needed. Mm-hmm. I need to be around other men like this and just have a good time. You know, no judgment. Just, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'll listen to you.
Sure.
Like, get it out, dude. Like, go ahead. Throw it up on me right now. Get it out. Let's just work out and have a good time. But these are the things that I've noticed kind of changing my life and what I'm doing, not just personally, but also with social media and trying to make it positive.
Right.
It's having more of an impact, at least with the people within my world. You know, and I want to keep pushing that out. So I like that point that you made.
Yeah, and you may not know this, but you've done that for me too. Just, you know, I think
my man.
There was a time when I was struggling a little bit just with like some family stuff, and I happened to call you for some reason. Yeah. And we just talked for a little bit, and after that I went for a surf, and I was like, okay, everything's okay.
Yeah.
So like, even just, you know, you may not even know who you affect by being a positive person.
Yeah.
So just, you know, like just showing that positivity to others and that willingness to help is creating just a beautiful place that we need to continue to.
Yeah, it's important, man. Take it.